Damn, the hee-haw again.
It's time for Donkey of the Day.
I ain't trying to be donkey today no more.
They should be embarrassed by what they already did. I'm not making these people do these things.
Called Donkey of the Day, and it really caught me off guard. Damn, Charlamagne, who got the Donkey of the Day today?
Well, Jess Hilarious, Donkey of the Day for Monday, April 28th goes to Jess Ulbrich. Who is Jess Ulbrich? Well, he's the son of Atlanta Falcons defensive coordinator Jeff Ulbrich. Now, over the weekend, he did something that was absolutely hilarious. Okay, stupid, which is why he's getting Donkey of the Day, but hilarious nonetheless. See, we all watched Shedeur Sanders slide in the 2025 NFL Draft. He was eventually drafted by the Cleveland Browns in the 5th round, dropping the clues bombs for Shedeur Sanders. Sidebar, I love the way Shedeur handled the whole situation. All he kept doing the whole time he wasn't getting drafted was give all glory to God. He kept saying this is God's plan, and he accepted whatever was happening in his life at that moment. I love that. Dropping the clues bombs for Shedeur once again. But Jax took it upon himself to pretend to be an NFL general manager and prank call Shedeur Sanders doing this whole thing. Let's listen.
Hello?
This is Mickey Loomis here, the GM of the New Orleans Saints.
How you doing?
Good, how are you, man?
Good, been waiting on you.
Yeah, we have. It's been a long wait, man. We're going to take you with our next pick right here, man.
Yeah, yes, sir. Let's be legendary.
Yeah, but you're going to have to wait a little bit longer, man.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
What does that mean?
How you gonna ask us what it mean and you was on the phone?
You heard that? He said you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer.
First of all, hilarious. Okay, very, very well played. You got to give it to him. What a way to meet the moment with a joke. If I had access to Shedeur's personal number or whatever number he was using on draft day, my mind might have went to doing something like that too at that age. Jack Ulbrich is 21. But the reason I'm giving Jax the credit he deserves for being stupid is because of who his father is. His father is Jeff Ulbrich, defensive coordinator for the Atlanta Falcons. Right now, as I speak, the NFL is reviewing Jeff's role in the Shedeur Sanders prank call. The Falcons said they won't be taking any action against Jeff, but the NFL said they have been in contact with the Falcons and they are reviewing the matter, and this is the issue. See, Jax, you didn't take into consideration how this could impact your daddy because of who he is, and that is something we all need to remember when we do things. Who around me will this impact? Who around me will this affect? Okay, Jax, if you was just some 21-year-old kid who prank called Shedeur, I'd be like, whatever. But your daddy is in the NFL. Okay, he's defensive coordinator for the Falcons. Now, we know where you got the number from. Okay, I'm not saying daddy gave it to you, but you clearly have been privy to some inside information, and that's exactly what happened. Jax unintentionally came across the draft contact phone number, which he found in an open iPad while visiting his parents' home. Now you done made things hot for your daddy for no damn reason. You know how the internet works, okay? Or maybe you don't, so let me explain. Jax, you're white. Okay, Caucasian. There is a narrative, and the narrative is people already think that white people, owners, executives, coaches in the NFL are colluding against Shedeur to humble him and his father, Deion Sanders, because they don't like confident, secure black men. That's the narrative. So when the son of a defensive coordinator in the NFL pranks Shedeur like that, and you hear Shedeur say nobody has this number, it puts fire on the flames of all the conspiracy theorists, because you like, oh, they really playing with Shedeur. The son of an NFL defensive coordinator prank called Shedeur. Everybody with a tinfoil Pooh Shiesty mask who thought this was a conspiracy, you can't tell them nothing after this. You confirmed their suspicions, Jax, and you made it hot for your daddy for no damn reason. Now, Jax did apologize on Instagram. Let's go to NBC 11 Alive News for the report, please.
I'm sure you saw the shocking video over the weekend of Shedeur Sanders being prank called. The callers posing as the Saints general manager, leading Shedeur to believe that he was being drafted by the Saints. Well, it turns out one of the kids involved is the son of Falcons defensive coordinator Jeff Ulbrich. The Falcons confirming today that Jess Ulbrich came across the contact information on his father's unlocked iPad. Jeff Ulbrich did not know about any of this until the prank call came to light. The Falcons have apologized to Shedeur and his family. The Falcons went on to say, we have also been in contact with the NFL and will continue to cooperate fully with any inquiries we may receive from the NFL League office. We are thoroughly reviewing all protocols and updating if necessary to help prevent an incident like this from happening again. Now, Jax actually released an apology on Instagram this afternoon. He says he called Shedeur on Sunday to apologize. Jax also says what he did was completely inexcusable, embarrassing, and shameful. He says he's sorry he took away from Shedeur's moment and that it was selfish and childish.
Yes, make sure you apologize to your daddy, too, for embarrassing his last name. And let the record show they did prank call a couple of other players, but nobody cared about them because Shedeur was the main attraction for the whole draft. All right, the NFL needs to send the Sanders family an edible arrangement or something because I can't remember the last time folks talked about the NFL draft this much, especially after the first round. But the moral of the story is this. You have to understand how your actions affect others. We always think about how someone is impacted personally, but when you do things, think about how it will impact others, especially those you claim to love. Please give Jax Ulbrich the biggest hee-haw. Matter of fact, let Chelsea Handler give Jax Ulbrich the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. That is way too much Dan mayonnaise.
All right. Well, thank you for that donkey of the day.
Yes, indeed.
Donkey of the Day is sponsored by renowned personal injury attorney Michael the Bull Lamonsoff. Don't be a donkey when you need a fighter on your side. If you're ever injured, go to michaelthebull.com. That's michaelthebull.com. And when you mess with the bull, you get the horns.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.